Oh man. I still get goosebumps just thinking about the way this movie ended. Whew. Toy Story 4. Toy Story 4 is the fourth installment in the Toy Story franchise. It was pretty unexpected. I think a lot of people expected the Toy Story series to be over after 3, but this is the fourth installment. This one is directed by Josh Cooley, and once again it stars Tom Hanks, Tim Allen, pretty much everybody from the previous movies, and now they're all in this movie, and Woody basically is on another adventure. This time he has to save another toy that his new owner Bonnie made. Bonnie made a new toy in kindergarten class, and its name is Forky. And then when Forky gets lost, Woody has to find him and then help him make his way back to the group and Bonnie. And along the way, Woody runs into Bo Peep, and then adventures ensue. Alright, so let's get into Toy Story 4. A lot of people really weren't looking forward to this movie for some reason. I guess because they thought, oh, it's unnecessary, it doesn't need to be made, Toy Story 3 ended perfectly. But my thoughts when it was first announced was something like this. It's Toy Story, just give it a chance. I think it's going to be good. I mean, we haven't had a bad Toy Story movie yet. And I mean, it's a new director. I think this is Josh Cooley's first directorial feature, but yeah, nonetheless, I was still looking forward to seeing Woody and Buzz again, and Rex, Slinky, all those guys. And I heard Bo Peep was going to be back in the film. I was excited for that. And wow, I absolutely adored Toy Story 4 to no end. I absolutely adored it. First off, the voice acting, like, you could not pick a better voice cast for really any of these characters, especially Woody and Buzz. Tom Hanks and Tim Allen are just perfect for those roles. It's one of Tom Hanks' most iconic roles, which is saying a lot considering Tom Hanks is one of the best actors out there. And it's definitely Tim Allen's most iconic role. We haven't really seen Tim Allen do much other than the Toy Story movies, but yeah, like Woody and Buzz, they're great, their chemistry's great. A character that could have been very hit or miss with some people, very divisive. It was very divisive when the first teaser trailer came out. A lot of people were very skeptical about him, but I ended up really loving him, and that's Forky. Forky was hilarious. He looks kind of silly, but he was absolutely hilarious, and I thought his chemistry with Woody worked out really well, and I thought Bo Peep was great in this movie as well. I loved seeing Bo Peep back once again. I thought she was a great character. And some of the new characters as well. Like, you got Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves is arguably the scene stealer, and he does steal quite a few scenes. One in particular involving a big jump. That's all I'm going to say. But yeah, Keanu Reeves as Duke Kaboom, he was definitely a great new character. Keegan-Michael Key and Jordan Peele as Ducky and Bunny, I think are their names. Like, the stuffed duck and the stuffed bunny. Like, they were hilarious. Like, Key and Peele, I always thought they were hilarious, especially when they worked together. They are definitely hilarious in this movie. But probably the best new character is the character Gabby Gabby. Like, she's just this doll. She doesn't have a voice box. She just wants to find her voice, basically, and she wants to be loved by everyone else. But yeah, she's kind of a villain character. I mean, not quite the same level as villainy like Sid or Lotso from the previous Toy Story films, but she was still kind of a villain character. I thought she was great overall, and just like it. And speaking of Gabby Gabby, like, she kind of brought some horror elements to this movie. I mean, the first Toy Story kind of had some horror elements in there. Like, you had some of The Shining in the first Toy Story, like some tributes to The Shining. But yeah, this movie had some horror elements as well, which is kind of surprising. And I was surprised at how effective they were. Like, I thought the horror elements in this movie were really good. And of course, you have your callbacks to the previous Toy Story films, and even some Easter eggs to the other Pixar to some other Pixar films. Not including the Pizza Planet truck, which, yes, that does make an appearance in this movie, but it makes an appearance in pretty much every Pixar movie, so you pretty much expect it. But yeah, There's lots of great tributes to the other Toy Stories. There's one joke in particular involving a toy from the first Toy Story film. Like, that toy makes a reappearance in this film, and there's a running joke in the movie involving that toy, and I thought that was great. Speaking of jokes in this movie, they're hilarious. This is one of the funniest installments in the entire series. I'd say second to Toy Story 2. But yeah, it's absolutely hilarious. The humor, I think, is really good. And just the amount of heart and the amount of emotion this movie has. This movie has all the emotions. Like, I haven't really seen this much emotion in a Pixar movie since Inside Out. That's how crazy emotional it was. Especially the last 10 or so minutes of the movie. Whoo, boy, if you grew up with this series, man, like, there's no way you're not walking out of the there's no way you're walking out of the theater without shedding at least a few tears if you grew up with this series. Like, there's just no way. I don't see how it's possible. Like, I definitely shed a lot of tears toward the end, and like even some other moments throughout. But yeah, like, just the amount of character moments in this movie I think are great. Especially with Woody, Bo, like every character, like almost every character. There's a few that I'll get to, but almost every character like has a purpose in this film, and they're just given a lot to do, and they're funny. It's heartfelt. There's a lot of good action, a lot of good horror elements. You have that same sense of adventure as you did with the first 3 Toy Story films. Just all around, like, it screams Pixar, which is something I love. Pixar has done it again, and to all those people that were bashing this movie before it came out, I think they're all going to be really surprised at how good this movie is, because that's how good I think it is. I do have one problem with this movie, and it involves some of the other characters, like mainly Andy's old toys and some of Bonnie's toys, like Slinky, which used to be my favorite side character from the first film. Yeah, Slinky, Rex, Ham, the Potato Heads, and like some of Bonnie's toys, like Trixie, the Triceratops, and like that female doll that she has, the porcupine or hedgehog character, whatever it is. I feel like they weren't given a lot to do, and I know the movie was trying to focus on like some of the newer characters like Keanu Reeves and Key and Peele and all that, Gabby, but I would have liked to see more for those other side characters. Like, yeah, Jesse and Bullseye, those are the other ones. I would have liked to see more from those characters. But other than that, that's really it. So despite that one little problem that I do have with Toy Story 4, Toy Story 4 is nonetheless another exciting installment in the Toy Story series. It's funny, it's very emotional, and this ranks up there as one of the best 4-film series out there. It's like up there with the Avengers, I would say, as one of the best 4-film series out there. So yeah, Toy Story 4, it's another big hit for Pixar. With that being said, I'm going to give Toy Story 4 a 95% certified fresh rating. That is an A+. Alright, so there's my review of Toy Story 4. Have you guys seen it? What did you think about it? Make sure to let me know down in the comments below what you thought of it. And did you think it was necessary? After seeing the movie, I realized that it was pretty necessary, and I think it fits right in with the other Toy Story films. And what's your favorite of the Toy Story films? If I had to rank the Toy Story films, I would say Toy Story 4 is the weakest, Toy Story 2 would be third, Toy Story 3 would be second, and of course the OG Toy Story, the original, to me, is the best Toy Story. That is a 101 film, meaning it's a film that scores a rare 101 from me. Not a lot of films get that score, and the fact that the first Toy Story did just shows how great and how important that movie was. Like, nothing's ever going to top that. But yeah, make sure to let me know what's your favorite Toy Story film down in the comments below, or how would you rank them? Let me know down below. So, yeah, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more content to come in the future, and until next time, once again, my name is the California Cougar, and always remember to stay California cool. Peace.